Today we're going to talk about something that, whether you realize it or not, is shaping your entire career. Your success, your relationships, even how you feel at the end of the workday. It all comes down to your mindset. We're going to break down the two core mindsets based on the incredible work of psychologist Carol Dweck and see how one can hold you back while the other can truly set you free.
So, let me ask you something right off the bat. Just think about it for a second. Do you believe your talents, your intelligence, are just fixed things you were born with? Or do you believe you can develop them over time? Seriously, your gut answer to that question is at the heart of everything we're about to get into.
All right, let's start with what we'll call the fixed mindset trap. This is the one that builds these invisible walls around us, the one that can honestly make a workplace feel pretty toxic.
So what is it really? A fixed mindset boils down to the belief that you've either got it or you don't. It's this idea that your skills are basically carved in stone. If you're not a natural at something, well, too bad. You probably never will be. And you can imagine how that simple belief can cause some major problems at work.
So how does this actually look in the office? Well, people in a fixed mindset are often terrified of failure. They might avoid a challenging project because they don't want to risk looking like they don't know what they're doing. And feedback? Forget it. It doesn't sound like help, it sounds like a personal attack. And when things go wrong, it's always someone else's fault. It's a recipe for a team that never learns, never innovates, and is stuck in a cycle of blame. But, and this is a big but, there's a much better way. Let's flip the script and talk about the growth mindset. This is where things get really powerful. This isn't about the hand you're dealt, it's about what you do with it.
The growth mindset is all about potential. It's the deep down belief that your abilities can be developed through sheer dedication and hard work. Look, it's not saying talent doesn't exist. It's just saying that talent is the starting line, not the finish line. The real growth, the real success comes from the effort you put in.
And when you put them side by side, the difference is just night and day. Someone with a fixed mindset sees a coworker get a big win and feels jealous or threatened. But a person with a growth mindset sees that same win and thinks, wow, that's awesome. What can I learn from how they did that? A setback is a roadblock for one, but for the other, it's just a lesson for next time. It's a total game changer. And the results? Well, they speak for themselves. Teams that operate with a growth mindset are way more innovative because people aren't afraid to try new things and maybe fail. They bounce back from setbacks faster, and you get this incredible culture of open collaboration where everyone is genuinely rooting for each other to get better. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. This isn't just about you as an individual. These mindsets are contagious. They combine to create the very culture of your team. And that brings us to this super important idea: psychological safety. I love this quote from the source material because it nails it. A growth mindset gives people the courage to actually speak up, to share that half-baked idea, to ask that stupid question, and to not just sit on the sidelines when they see something that could be better. And that is the absolute core of psychological safety. It's that feeling, shared by everyone on the team, that you won't be punished or humiliated for speaking up with ideas, questions, or even mistakes. A growth mindset is what builds that foundation, because if everyone agrees that mistakes are for learning, the fear of judgment just evaporates. Okay, so this all sounds amazing, right? But the big question is, how do you actually do it? The best part is, a growth mindset can be taught, and it can be learned. So let's get practical and look at how leaders can start building this kind of culture. It really boils down to 3 simple but powerful actions. First, change what you praise. Instead of just saying, great result, say, I was so impressed by your strategy for tackling that problem. Praise the effort and the process. Second, when you give feedback, make it about the future. Frame it as helpful advice for growth, not criticism of the past. And third, make it a team sport. Actively encourage people to share what they're learning, the good and the bad, so that everybody wins.
So, we've talked about what these mindsets are, why one is so much more powerful than the other, and even how to start building a better culture. Now, the ball's in your court.
If you only remember one thing today, please let it be this. It's your effort, your strategies, and your ability to keep going when things get tough that truly define your success, not just some innate talent you were born with. That belief is everything.
So I'll leave you with a challenge. You don't need a huge company-wide initiative to start. Just think, what is one small thing you could do this week, just one, to nudge yourself or your team towards a growth mindset? Maybe it's how you react to a mistake or how you praise a colleague. That tiny shift could be the start of something amazing.